Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B spoilers reveal that we have to ask, should B&B dirty up John Finn Finnegan's Tanner Novlin character? Is Steffy Forrester's Jacqueline McInnes with loyal husband to Squeaky clean? From the moment Finn debuted, he's been Steffy's hero and upheld strong morals. Finn is a wonderful man and pretty much the best partner Steffy could ask for, with the exception of his messy family ties. The show has used Finn's complicated relatives to stir up some angst in his relationship, first with Sheila Sharp Kimberlin Brown, and more recently with Luna Nozawa Lisa Yamada. However, Finn never strays too far outside of the good guy lines and always puts Steffy first, along with the kids, in some ways. This is a refreshing change compared to other men on B&B. Many viewers agree. Ridge Forrester Torsten K. looks awful thanks to all his waffling between Brooke, Logan, Catherine, Kelly Lang, and Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig. It's tough to root for a man like that, since Ridge is selfish and can be swayed from his romantic partners so easily. Liam Spencer Scott Clifton is another waffling character who's earned plenty of fan backlash over the years. All Liam's flip-flopping between Steffy and Hope Logan Annika Noel has made it tough to truly buy his love stories. With all that in mind, there are some great reasons to keep Finn hopelessly devoted to Steffy and keep his morals intact at the same time. Having Finn be such a loyal do-gooder makes his storylines feel a bit repetitive. We never have to wonder about the outcome because Finn rarely does anything that could be considered wrong. Finn can arguably be a tad boring, so there'd be some value in spicing things up with a betrayal of some sort. Of course, it wouldn't necessarily have to involve cheating, though that's always a classic option on soaps. With Jacqueline McInnes on maternity leave and Steffy out of town with the children. This might be an interesting opportunity to dirty up Finn's character somewhat. For example, Finn could find out about Luna Nozawa's Lisa Yamada fake demise and keep that news a secret from Steffy, at least for a while. Perhaps Finn could decide to protect Lee Finnegan Naomi Matsuda from criminal charges and ultimately find some compassion for Luna as well. Whatever the case, Finn sometimes feels a little too squeaky clean, so maybe it's time to change that. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Steffy and Finn could have some new challenges on the horizon, so stay tuned on what's ahead for their marriage. Should the Bold and the Beautiful dirty up Finn's character? Is Steffy's loyal husband to Squeaky clean? In the high drama, emotionally charged universe of The Bold and the Beautiful, few characters are as pristine as Dr. John Finn Finnegan. Since his introduction, Finn has been portrayed as the White Knight in shining scrubs, a doting husband, a devoted father, and a moral compass in a world where betrayal is currency, while his unwavering loyalty and grounded presence offer Steffy Forrester a much-needed respite from the chaos of her love triangle past. Fans are beginning to ask the question, is Finn too squeaky clean for his own good? In a soap opera where even the noblest characters have skeletons in their walk-in closets, could it be time for Finn to get a little dirty? Let's explore the pros and cons of tarnishing Finn's halo and why giving him a darker edge could ultimately make The Bold and the Beautiful even more captivating. The allure of the good guy. Why Finn works so far. Finn entered the scene like a breath of fresh air, particularly for Steffy fans who were exhausted by the endless back and forth between her and Liam Spencer. Unlike Liam, whose indecisiveness has driven much of the show's romantic drama, Finn provided stability. He was everything Steffy deserved. Attentive.com. Loyal. He fell for her in spite of her baggage, accepted her child, and offered a drama-free love story. For a time, this worked. It was satisfying, even revolutionary, to see Steffy find happiness without the usual toxicity. Finn's loyalty offered viewers a reprieve from the usual love triangle chaos. In a world where Ridge can't decide between Brooke and Taylor and where romantic entanglements change with the weather, Finn's consistency made him an anomaly, and that contrast had its own appeal. But in a genre built on betrayal, lust, secrets, and scandal, is it sustainable? Soap operas thrive on shades of Gratha. Most iconic characters in daytime drama aren't saints. They're flawed, complex, and sometimes downright scandalous. Think of Ridge Forrester's romantic indecisiveness, Brooke Logan's decades-long journey from slut of the valley to matriarch, or even Sheila Carter's gleeful descent into villainy. Their imperfections are what make them interesting and what keeps viewers tuning in. Finn, by contrast, has been written with almost saint-like qualities. His only major misstep has been existing in Sheila's orbit, and even that plot point casts him more as a victim than an accomplice. He's never cheated, lied, or betrayed. He has no secret love child, no shady business dealings, and no revenge agenda. In the bold and beautiful landscape, he's practically a unicorn. But here's the problem. Perfection is boring. If Finn never falters, never makes a morally gray decision, and never finds himself tempted, his character risks becoming stagnant. Steffy, herself an alpha heroine with a rich history of conflict, growth and redemption, needs a partner who can keep up with her complexity. A one-dimensional Finn simply isn't worthy of the vibrant, layered woman Steffy has become. Where could the dirt come from? Dirtying up Finn doesn't mean turning him into a full-blown villain or undermining his core goodness. The key is to add complexity without destroying what makes him compelling. There are several ways the show could explore Finn's darker sides. To 1. A secret past. Every good soap hero has a mysterious backstory waiting to be unearthed. Perhaps Finn isn't as clean-cut as he seems. Maybe during his residency, he had a controversial relationship or made a mistake that cost someone their life. A hidden ex, a scandalous medical cover-up, or ties to a criminal network could throw a wrench in his white coat image. The reveal would not only challenge Steffy's trust but also give Finn a rich internal conflict to navigate. 2. A dangerous affair. While infidelity can be an overused trope, it's a staple of daytime drama for a reason. It raises the stakes. Imagine if Finn were tempted by a new hospital colleague, or even someone within the Forrester orbit. This wouldn't have to be about lust alone. Emotional infidelity, spurred by feelings of neglect or the pressure of family drama, could feel organic. It wouldn't just shake his marriage, but his very identity as the good guy. 3. A power struggle with Steffy. So far, Finn has been deferential to Steffy's power, especially regarding family and business. But what if he starts to push back? Maybe he's tired of being in Liam's shadow or questions Steffy's decisions regarding the kids. If Finn were to assert himself sometimes in aggressive, morally ambiguous ways, it could shift the dynamic in fascinating ways. Would Steffy be drawn to his new assertiveness, or would it threaten the foundation of their relationship? For an obsession with protecting his family. We've already seen glimmers of this during confrontations with Sheila. What if Finn takes it a step further? Imagine him hiring someone to take care of Sheila once and for all, blackmailing someone who threatens his family. A descent into vigilante justice would introduce an edge while staying true to his core motivation, protecting those he loves. But once a character crosses a line like that, there's no going back, and that's exactly what makes it juicy. The risk of going too far, of course. There's a delicate balance to strike. Fans fell in love with Finn because he was decent. He was the antidote to Liam's chronic indecision, a partner who puts Steffy first. If the writers strip away all of his goodness, they risk alienating the very audience that rallied behind Shin. Turning Finn into a full-fledged cheater, abuser, or manipulator would backfire. The key isn't destruction, it's evolution. Dirtying up Finn should be about complication, not corruption. We don't need another Ridge or Bill Spencer. We need a Finn who struggles, falls, and fights his way back, a man who learns that being good doesn't always mean being perfect. A more interesting Steffy-Finn dynamic from Steffy's point of view. She's already lived through chaos. She was entangled with Liam for years, constantly battling hope, and living in the shadows of Logan versus Forrester warfare. Finn was her way out. But what if she realizes that her seemingly perfect husband is hiding something? That creates tension, not only romantic but existential. Steffy is a woman who thrives in power dynamics and isn't afraid of confrontation. A flawed Finn would force her to make hard choices. Would she stand by him the way he stood by her? Could she forgive him if he faltered? This kind of character-driven drama is where the bold and the beautiful shines. Final thoughts. Let's see the halo tilt in a genre that thrives on betrayal and redemption. The perfect man rarely holds center stage for long. Characters evolve. They fall, stumble, and rise again, more complicated, more interesting, and more real. Finn is overdue for such a journey. Dirtying up Finn doesn't mean destroying him. It means giving him depth. Let him wrestle with temptation. Let him make a bad choice for what he believes is a good reason. Let him lie to Steffy to protect her. Let him rage, break, and rebuild. In doing so, Finn would move from idealized fantasy